Hey there, everybody. I got a video in my recommended just now titled Why I Don't Hate Jurassic Fight Club by Trilobyte Studios, right? I watched some of their other videos, right? And I genuinely enjoyed them. I think they're great, and they are a very small creator. And I'm making this response video not to hate on them, not to beef on anything with them, right? If anything, subscribe to them. Their videos are really great and really funny. But this title just caught my eye, you know? Like, if you don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of Jurassic Fight Club. Just watch my early YouTube shorts to figure that out. But anyways, subscribe to Trilobyte Studios. I'll put a link in the description for their channel and pinned comment. Let's just get into this.
Hey everyone, Carl here with Trilobyte Studios, and today I wanted to talk about a series that just about everyone who loves paleontology absolutely hates. That series is, of course, Jurassic Fight Club.
They're the Earth's first fighters, the ultimate predators. New discoveries in forensic science bring to life the prehistoric art of war.
The intro gets me
This
a seizure.
is Jurassic Fight Club.
Simply put, Jurassic Fight Club is infamous among the paleontology community for just how terrible it is. And don't get me wrong, the series is awful.
Although Majungatholus was a force to reckon with, it was not without its shortcomings. Even the king of the jungle had his weaknesses. The first was its unusually small arms.
The premise, the setup, the information presented, the editing, the animation... well, to be honest, for the time the animation wasn't that bad. But that's beside the point. The point here is that the series is absolutely atrocious, and it turns dinosaurs into little more than movie monsters that only exist to fight and kill each other.
To hear through their feet, to their connection to modern-day birds, see how a prehistoric monster was brought to its knees.
Now, this is not meant to be a
narration.
review of the whole series, because I don't hate myself that much. But let me give you the basic plot presented across all episodes in case you're among the lucky few who haven't seen this abomination of a series. So each episode goes like this. A new paleontological discovery is made involving two dinosaurs. The narrator elaborates on each dinosaur involved in the discovery, then it cuts away to some actual paleontologists talking about paleontology, which is pretty cool. The episode then cuts back and forth between CGI shots of the dinosaurs, with the narrator presenting information and hyping up the fight, and the paleontologist just kind of reiterating what the narrator just said and vice versa. This goes on for 45 minutes until finally, at the very end of the episode, two dinosaurs fight and one is crowned the winner. And that's it. That's every single episode of Jurassic Fight Club. I just explained the entire series in less than a minute. The only thing that changes each episode are the dinosaurs. It's a plug-and-play formula. Discovery, info, fight.
I will link Paleo Nerd's video on rewriting Jurassic Fight Club and Red Dead Rights. I'll link both of them because they make the show infinitely more entertaining, and it's not even animated or anything.
Pete, so why do so many dino fans hate this series so much? Well, for starters, the models and information presented were woefully outdated even for the time it was made, which is pretty inexcusable. However, I think the reason most dino fans hate this series so much is because, like I said before, this series turns dinosaurs into little more than movie monsters. And anyone who genuinely enjoys dinosaurs and paleontology understands that dinosaurs were not movie monsters. Dinosaurs were incredible, bizarre, mysterious, and beautiful creatures that each had a set of behaviors, traits, and uniqueness all to themselves. They are complex and wonderful, and that's why we love them. With all that said, it should stand to reason that I would hate Jurassic Fight Club just as much as any other dino lover.
Why not?
But I don't. Let me explain why. First, we have to remember this series was being produced in 2007-2008. Why is this relevant? Well, let me explain for those of you younger than myself out there. The mid-2000s were all about trying to be cool and edgy. Technology was rapidly improving and the internet was coming into its own. Sites like Newgrounds and You're the Man Now Dog dominated the net. People were beginning to connect with each other all over the world and trying to show how cool they were by being edgy. Cringe didn't exist yet. If you wanted to tell someone how much of a badass you were, you just said it outright. This is the same area that gave us bloody stick fight animations, T-shirts with classic cartoon characters dressed as gangsters, and movies like 10,000
Don't talk about
BC, which we'll get to that later, just a little bit later. Let's get one abomination out of the way first. Anyway, my point is that Jurassic Fight Club fits right in during this era. It's basically an edgy take on a dinosaur documentary, and it sought to appeal to the masses by being edgy. Jurassic Fight Club didn't try to hide what it was. It didn't pretend to be walking with dinosaurs. It didn't have to. It just came right out and said it. And it said, come learn something about dinosaurs for 45 minutes, then we'll make them fight to the death. It was 2008 and the edginess
Not anymore,
was a
though.
plus. That brings me to my second point, and probably the most important point in this argument. Jurassic Fight Club acts as a perfect gateway into the greater
What?
world of
No, it
paleontology.
doesn't. I don't
Let's
think so.
take a step back for a moment, and again, remember the time period in which Jurassic Fight Club came out. At this point in time, dinosaur fever was still rampant among the youth and teen cultures. Since
No,
they had
by the
grown up
time
with
Jurassic
movies
Park,
like Jurassic Park,
or by the time Jurassic Fight Club came
Land
out,
Before Time,
Jurassic Park would be 15 years old. So everyone who saw the movie Jurassic Park when it came, or when they were born when Jurassic Park came out, they'd be 15 years old. That's not really relevant. But all I'm saying is they didn't really grow up watching Jurassic Park, because most people who saw Jurassic Park at the time would be like 20 years old when JFC came out.
and
Land Before Time
documentaries
is
like the
pretty old, even though I
aforementioned
watched that as a
dinosaurs.
kid and I'm really young.
To be fair, in my opinion, Jurassic Park is far more responsible for turning dinosaurs into movie monsters than Jurassic Fight Club ever was, but we'll get to that.
What?
Anyway, it's my opinion that Jurassic Fight Club acts like a gateway between the world of Jurassic Park and the world of walking with dinosaurs. Let me explain. As we all know, Jurassic Park is not very scientifically accurate. It doesn't try to teach...
It was the most accurate depiction of dinosaurs at the time. When it came out, everything about that film was accurate. The only thing wrong with it at the time was the naming of Velociraptor and not Deinonychus. Genuinely, you can look this up. It's not on Jurassic Park, like the first movie, for getting it wrong, as our understanding. It's the fault of the sequels for not correcting its faults. Like, they so easily could have made Velociraptor in the Jurassic World movie, the first one, Deinonychus, and given it feathers. So easily. But they didn't, because they were lazy.
the audience anything about dinosaurs.
Yes, because it's not a documentary series. Jurassic Fight Club is trying to be a documentary. That's the big difference. Jurassic Park is a thriller. It's an action movie, an adventure movie. Jurassic Fight Club is trying to educate its audience, not be a action movie.
Lizard version of dinosaurs. Even now, if I
No, it doesn't. The movie literally hammers home the entire time that birds are really the dinosaur. They even get the scientific naming of raptor wrong. Because raptor means thief, not bird of prey.
The first image is the character Blue from the Jurassic World franchise. That's a bad thing, by the way. Like I said before, Jurassic Park was a huge factor in turning dinosaurs into movie monsters in the eyes of the youth. However, it was a pop culture phenomenon, and it brought dinosaurs into the mainstream for millions of people around the world. Great! So now there's a whole new generation of dino fans out there eager to see more dinos. But how to draw the average JP fan away from the raw, big, scary lizard eat people side of dinosaurs to the, wow, these creatures were far more complex and beautiful than we ever could have
But the
imagined.
movie shows them as complex and beautiful. That's the thing. The only dinosaur shown a threatening light is the Velociraptor, and the only reason the T-Rex is shown a threatening light is because of the immediate danger that's being imposed by the T-Rex and the horror that we were seeing through the main character's eyes. It's not told from the T-Rex's perspective, it's told from the character's perspective.
More about them, side of dinosaurs, that's when Jurassic Fight Club enters the equation. Now, like I already mentioned, the paleontology presented in Jurassic Fight Club is, by today's standards, outdated. Hell, it was kinda outdated even when it aired.
Jungatholus.
And it pandered
So
heavily
bad.
to the masses. But it was there, and it was reaching people, and it was teaching people things about dinosaurs that they never knew.
It was barely teaching people. Nanotyrannus, T-Rex's septic bite, Dromaeosaur hand gestures. Like the Pachyrhinosaurus' stupid nose horn, or sorry, Stupidoceratops' dumb nose horn. It's barely teaching people. It gets almost everything wrong. Only watch Jurassic Fight Club to realize what is wrong in a dinosaur documentary. And then watch Prehistoric Planet. Or Walking with Dinosaurs. Or Titanoboa Monster Snake.
This is irrefutable. Whether they knew it or not, people were having their minds open to the greater world of paleontology. Think about it like this. While the average person waited for the dinosaurs to fight, they had to sit through 45 minutes of information. And this information was well presented by reputable paleontologists. So,
biggest problem is, though, these reputable paleontologists were saying factual information. It's just the show, like the showrunners and stuff, literally went against that information. They say the Belosaur, Majungatholus, my bad, I guess there's such a smart narration, had really tiny arms. And in the show, they showed the arms like any other theropod. You know, it makes no sense. No sense. But I digress.
Millions of kids around the world watch these episodes, and I can imagine that it sparked a deeper interest in at least one or two of them. I know it did for at least one little edgy 14-year-old. So from those of us who took inspiration and are now studying paleontology at college, creating videos about it, or watching informational videos like this one to learn more about their favorite prehistoric creatures, I say thank you, Jurassic Fight Club. You will not be missed.
Jungotholus.
All in all, I disagree with many things that he says in this video, but please subscribe to Trilobyte Studios. I think a ton of their videos are great, and that they're worth the watch, even if we disagree on this one matter. I don't want to start beef with them. Personally, I think they're great, and, you know, small YouTubers gotta stick together, and, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Keep trucking on. Yeah, I'd love to talk about this sometime with you. Trilobyte Studios. Bye-bye.